Welcome back into the Stochastic YouTube channel. Guys, my name's Geoff Ulrich, bringing you some NBA No House Advantage picks for Friday, October 21st. And if you're new to No House Advantage, guys, definitely a site worth checking out. A couple different ways to play over on No House Advantage. And for this video particularly, we're going to be talking about their pick'em contest where you're playing against other people, you're creating prop-based lineups, putting different values towards your props, putting them all together in a lineup, and then playing against other people in the contest, obviously, just like a traditional DFS site. So for this video, again, we're talking NBA, and over on No House Advantage, they have a $15K guaranteed, $5K to first slam dunk contest for the NBA. So lots of different ways to play there. Make sure you subscribe to the Stochastic YouTube channel as well. Give us a like, and don't forget to check out stochastic.com after you're done watching this video. There's free NBA projections for No House Advantage at the site as well. So again, lots of different stuff going on at Stochastic, but make sure you like this video, check the site out after. Let's dive into it though, because we're going to be talking about a bunch of different props. Obviously, we got a full slate of NBA action. And if you are new to No House Advantage, last thing too, use promo code Stochastic to sign up there. You get a $50 match deposit bonus when you use promo code Stochastic. So remember that. But again, No House Advantage giving us a lot of different ways to play. NBA giving us a lot of different props to choose from as well. So we're going to be going over kind of the favorite plays, also going over some strategy for these contests though as well. Obviously, we're not just putting lineups together or just putting a parlay ticket together. We're putting actual DFS lineups together. So we got to think a little bit outside the box as well. So while we're doing that, let's start with the game that I do like targeting tonight. Let's start with the Warriors and Denver. I like this game, especially for No House Advantage, because there's a couple different ways that you can go about it. Obviously, the Warriors coming off a big win. They're favored. People like them. But let's not forget, the Warriors starters all still on minutes restriction. Word is Steve Kerr going to keep these guys around 30 minutes, potentially even under. Let's start off with a Steph Curry under to be just a little bit contrarian. Steph Curry under 5.5 assists. He did go over this number in his first game, but it wasn't by much. And he kind of just needed that last couple minutes to go over this. He played 33 minutes in the first game, but realistically, he could play 28 minutes tonight because that minutes restriction is still on. You're looking at this game. Denver did play the Warriors pretty well in the regular season last year. If this game does get a little bit closer, I just wonder if Steph stays, in that rotation, maybe even just plays a few less minutes than he did in game one. I think this one's a fine under. We really don't have Steph projected for a massive night, especially in the assist column. So if you start out here with Steph Curry, I think you're actually going to be contrarian against the field as well. Most people will be looking at that prop and saying, 5.5 assists for Steph Curry. That's a small number. He can go over that. But I'm kind of fading the Warriors starters to begin the year. And I think fading Steph Curry in a big field tournament like they have on No House Advantage makes a lot of sense. Let's go to the other side of that game for our second prop, because I think if you're going to start with the Steph Curry under, it does kind of make sense to go with some overs for the Denver starters. These Denver Nuggets starters should be playing a ton. When you get a guy like Aaron Gordon on the floor with Nikola Jokic, they tend to do really well. They're very positive when they're in the lineup together, when they're on the floor together, I should say. And Aaron Gordon had a big first night, played 33 minutes, went well over all his props. Aaron Gordon over 22.5 rebounds, points, and assists. I like this one quite a bit. Again, I think he's going to get a lot of run. I think this game is going to be a lot closer than people think. I think the Warriors actually have a chance to win outright tonight. And you look at what Aaron Gordon did down the stretch last year, had a very good end to this season, played over 30 minutes in each of his last 10 games last year. That started the same here. Again, 33 minutes in the opener. He played really well against the Warriors in the last 3 games of the playoffs as well. So the usage is there. Very positive game script when he's out there with Jokic and Michael Porter Jr. and Jamal Murray if he plays. I think Aaron Gordon in this game is a really good over target, especially at just 22.5 points, rebounds, and assists. We have him projected as a good overplay as well over on stochastic.com. So again, you can check out those free projections, guys, over on the site after this video. But let's pair the Steph Curry under with the Aaron Gordon over for our first couple props here. Okay, let's move to another game, because I do like pairing props, especially when you're in this versus the house, no house, when you're in the pick'em contest playing against other people. I do like stacking props from the same game because it makes sense to try and correlate a little bit. You can also just be a little bit contrarian and, always try to work one prop off the other. Let's go to this Indiana Pacer game and San Antonio Spurs, because I think you got two pretty mediocre defenses, we'll call them. Could be a lot of scoring, and I like this one for a couple overs. Let's target Keldon Johnson off the start here. I like going over his 3-point prop tonight. 2.5 3-pointers is what the total is. Let's go over that. The Pacers allowed the second most 3-pointers in the league last year. So, I mean, right off the bat, we've got just a good defensive matchup. Keldon Johnson's just a pretty good 3-point shooter as well. He had 0.42 clip last year beyond the arc. Obviously, no Murray there this year, who attempted 4 3-pointers per game. So going to be a few more shot attempts for Keldon Johnson out there. And look, I mean, he attempted 17 field goals in the opener, playing just 30 minutes. He had 7 3-point field goal attempts. I think Keldon Johnson's usage rate's going to go up this year, and he's got a good matchup against the Pacers. Let's go over on his 3-point prop. Again, playing a nice matchup, a good game here, I think, to target just for points in general. And then let's go to the other side of this game. Let's look at Tyrese Haliburton. This is a player who, potentially could be the most improved in the league. He's playing full-time guard minutes now that he's out of Sacramento. Tyrese Haliburton had a great opener for the Pacers. Just basically went off. I mean, he had a great just game overall. And now he's got the Spurs on the docket, who are bottom 10 in points allowed, rebounds allowed as well. But let's just go over the points for Tyrese Haliburton. 18.5. Really like the usage there in game one. I just don't see this stopping anytime soon. He's going to be dominating that backcourt. He's going to be dominating the usage there. And he's got a really good matchup against the Spurs, who, again, just don't really have the bodies out there and just really don't defend that well. So Tyrese Haliburton, over 18.5 points. Let's keep it simple for this one. I think there's going to be points in this game. We'll go over the 3-point prop for Keldon Johnson. We'll go over Tyrese Haliburton points as well. Let's end with just a quick mention of Kevin Durant here, because Kevin Durant over his career has typically killed the Toronto Raptors. He's averaged about 32.5 points against them over his career. That's about 4 more than his over-under tonight, or 3 more. So I just like this matchup. Ben Simmons out there, he did nothing in game one. He's not going to add anything. The Brooklyn's going to be carried by Kevin Durant this year. He's got to save them. And I think that just with his history against Toronto as well, just taking Durant for another over here is fine. Let's go over in his points, rebounds, and assists, 39.5. We just have this projected as a little bit too low as well, like the over on that one. So just a quick shout out. I think you keep fading Ben Simmons, and I think you keep going over and tailing the over on Kevin Durant props to start the year. I think that's going to be just fine, especially against the Raptors, a team he's just dominated. So quick recap here, guys. We're going to start with that Warriors game for the pick'em, picks tonight, we should say. The targets: Steph Curry under 5.5 assists, Aaron Gordon over 22.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And we're going to go that Indiana Spurs game and take a couple overs there. Keldon Johnson over 2.5 threes, Tyrese Haliburton over 18.5 points. We're going to end with a little bit of Kevin Durant over as well. I like the over on 35.5 points, rebounds, and assists there. So that's kind of going to be the way we attack with the pick'em contest tonight. Again, really like correlating some of these plays. When you can if you're targeting a game to go over on points, maybe take a couple. Don't just start with one player that you like. Add in, because look, we're creating lineups. We need more than one prop here. So thanks a lot for checking out this video, guys. Again, if you're new to No House Advantage, use promo code Stokastic to sign up. Their $50 match deposit bonus. If you're new to the site, check out Stokastic.com for free No House Advantage projections after you're done. Like and subscribe, guys. My name's Geoff Ulrich. I hope you have a great NBA Friday, and we'll talk to you again soon.